I want to watch a video of the wrestler, former wrestler, who had been transformed, that Jesus changed his life, changed his miracles. And Jesus can change you from drug, alcohol, porn addiction, behavioral addiction. Jesus can do many miracles, and He will transform you, and He wants to save you. Time is running out, guys. Praying for you. Real.
My father was a traveling evangelist, but the man that I saw behind a pulpit and the one I saw behind closed doors were not the same. So I decided if God's real, I don't want anything to do with him. So around 13, I began to rebel. I started smoking and drinking and marijuana, and 15, it's cocaine, pills, I'm selling drugs. 17, I'm a full-out crystal meth addict. I am the guy who hates Christianity. If you mention the name Jesus around me, I was either gonna cuss you out or knock you out. Somebody came and gave me this book called The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel. And having told you how much I hated Christianity, this is the most miraculous part of my story, because I accepted this book without clawing somebody's eyes out. Fast forward, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in this room reading this book about Jesus. I literally have drugs on the side table next to me. Nobody's like in the corner playing a harp. And I remember thinking to myself, God, I want to give you my life. I want to quit all this addiction, all this darkness, all this depression and anger I've known for so long, but I can't. And a thought more powerful than words, the Holy Spirit spoke something into me that changed me for the rest of my life. He said, Stephen, you won't do it. I'll do it. I believed him like I believe I'm breathing air. And I fell to my knees and I gave my life to Jesus. I went from addiction to redemption because God is real.
I was sued by against Hulk Hogan or a doctor or any drug. Nothing, really nothing was going to be able to fix what was going on in my life, and it was just deep, dark despair. So I knew something supernatural had to happen. It wasn't until I said, I can't do this my way any longer. I have to rely on the supernatural, God, Jesus Christ, that I finally just said, yeah. And, all those scriptures that you hear throughout your life, that the truth will set you free. It just sort of goes in one ear and out the other, but all of a sudden it had meaning. It did set me free. Yes, I was dealing with consequences at the very highest possible level from the choices that I had made, but the Bible talks about the peace that surpasses all understanding that Christ brings, and I had that, and the truth did set me free. I no longer had to wake up in the morning and be a chameleon and put this hat on when I was out in the wrestling world and this hat on here when I was with that group and this group and that group. I was just Steve Borden. And God slowly but surely gave me the ability and the strength, and my wife, to reconstruct and fix the marriage, and one brick at a time to build the bridge of trust back again. I was delivered completely from the prescription drugs overnight. I didn't go to a drug rehab or anything like that. I just stopped literally overnight.
Todo parece indicar